In 2003, Dennis O'Brien, president and CEO of PECO, decided to make PECO an industry leader in environmental sustainability. This initiative would encompass every aspect of PECO, from its facilities to its distribution network to its most important asset, its employees. This is the story of PECO's transformation.
I am Kathy Martinelli, and I'm Manager of Facilities Operations for PECO, and I am currently working on our LEED initiative, which is a 5-year initiative to take 10 of our buildings green. PECO is the energy company for the southeastern region of Pennsylvania. We're really challenged by the state legislature to reduce peak load time. So if we're asking our customers to reduce energy usage, we really need to lead by example. So that's what we're doing. We started in 2001, really, to reduce our carbon footprint. We converted our fleet to biodiesel fuel. We also now purchase hybrid vehicles for our supervisorial staff. We're providing preferred parking, which is closer to the entries to our buildings, to encourage people to purchase vehicles that are more fuel efficient. It is about shifting the paradigm. I mean, it is about behaviors. We have 26 buildings. The culture is different building to building. So how you're going to manage that, how you're going to manage your sustainability initiatives and that's part of what I deal with day in and day out. Every employee needs to be engaged for us to be successful.
I remember as a kid coming to Center City, Philadelphia and seeing the crown lights. The last version was original to the building, installed in 1976. If you think about that, we're 40 years that the old system was in place. My role is to project manage the replacement, the full replacement of the crown lights, so that we have a product that will last us many, many years. When you look at the sign itself and everything that's gone into it, it's just a fantastic opportunity from an engineer's perspective. It's really something that, you know, an engineer would only dream of being a part of. You know, it's certainly been an interesting and challenging project, and it will continue to be, I have no doubt.
There's a drive from our top, from our leadership, to be a responsible company in this community. We value Southeastern Pennsylvania in a way that's hard to put in words. We want to leave a legacy to children. We don't want PECO Energy to be the company that 20, 30, 40 years from now really contributed to the downfall of the environment. We want to reduce energy consumption of our buildings by 25% by year 2012. And we're going to do that. We have hybrid vehicles, we have natural gas vehicles, and we have the group of green champions. They've raised their hand and want to be volunteers that help make this shift.
The Green Champion team is key to the success of our LEED initiative. Regardless of what you believe or don't believe about global warming and the environment, anything you can do that's good for the environment is positive. It can't hurt, but it certainly can help. Just like safety, the safety culture we have at PECO, we want that environmental culture here as well.
Recycling is one of the first things that you can really identify with and understand because it pertains to all of us in a very direct way. You know, you have something to throw away. Is it going to the dump or is it going to go find a new life? That's a fundamental thing. Here at the main office building, we are currently recycling 40% of the total volume of regular waste streams. Our goal is to do half again as well, get up to 60%. And that's a nice threshold to get to. Because if you can say to the public that, hey, we're recycling more than half of what we create, that's sort of a nice first level to achieve.
In some meetings, sometimes people like to crumple up paper and throw it away, just a natural reaction. And I kind of always roll my eyes and people would know what was going on. So I kind of would just say, if anyone has paper to get rid of, just put it over to the side and I'll do it later. And then I finally eventually brought in a recycling bin that was tall enough so that they had both. It's not always on the forefront of people's minds. I mean, there's so much other stressful things going on from a day-to-day life that, you know, some people, they'll just forget to recycle. There's a lot of little things that people can do. We just have to make sure that they know that it's not as challenging as they think it is.
The reason we're here is to align what we're doing with what everyone else in the building is doing,
right,
and networking with all the different departments, because, you know, as was said in the meeting, every floor is a different culture, and everyone is doing things differently.
Every day we are talking about reducing consumption of energy, and we're an energy company, so it's pretty interesting. And it's pretty cool that we're actually trying to do this and we're not just talking about it. In our group, we did a lot of different things. I'm in charge of paper. There are different groups that deal with recycling. There are different groups that deal with just ways to reduce energy. We also talk about a lot of things that we can do personally. So it's not just you're on a committee from 9 to 5 and when you go home you forget about it. A lot of what we do really is our life. You just can't keep dumping and dumping and dumping and not expect there's going to be some negative result.
I'm Shirley. I'm a PECO Green Champion, and I do all the permits for all the work in Philadelphia out of the Christian Street Service Building. Okay, the kitchen. When I walk in, the sensor comes on, and here's a sensor. And that's the same in the bathrooms and all over the building. This one is very full. And here you have different containers. Now, like containers like this, they need to be cleaned out and emptied. So either rinse it or if you don't get it messy, make sure you put it in these containers because they're recyclable. And they're the things that mostly you find in the trash. It was no problem for me to step up and become a green champion to try to help posting things and saying things here, reminding people and doing things like this I enjoy. So that's why I became a green champion.
I mean, we might want to get the speeds.
I think we want to go with as many as we possibly can.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're ready to put anything up there when you guys are ready.
We're going to go through the typefaces first, Kevin.
Yeah, so
switch it over to daylight mode. Ready?
Yeah.
Do it.
There you go.
So look at that.
Whoa! This is a 1 second between frames.
Being part of this, as far as being able to change what we had to current technology, has been a real bonus. It's something that defines PECO and defines our presence here in the city of Philadelphia. It's going to be sustainable, and it'll be there for a long time.
Who would have ever thought I'd do a green roof? You know, never in my wildest dreams. I would say, first of all, what is a green roof? I looked down, we're walking across, and there were honeybees everywhere, everywhere. I don't think I've ever seen a honeybee in the city before. So it's pretty exciting, so just to see it all evolve.
When people see that PECO's put a 40,000 or 45,000 square foot green roof on the building, first they say, well, that's neat. And then they say, wow, why aren't we doing that?
What's unique about this green roof is its sheer size. It really dwarfs any of the other green roofs in the city of Philadelphia. It's over 40,000 square feet. It's nearly an acre. Nearly an acre. That's a huge green roof for a heavily built up urban setting. It sends a phenomenal message about what PECO stands for.
This is the, hopefully anticlimactic moment. We've done our homework. We're at the final exam phase. We're about to walk into the room and sit down with nothing but a pencil. It's a feeling I haven't had in about 20 years.
He is going to count you down from 1 minute.
Terry. Okay.
Yes. Terry will count you down.
Okay. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Guys, I'm speechless. It's one of those moments you don't know how to feel. You're just sitting there saying to yourself, it's done, and you look at it and it's working.
It's it's wonderful as an employee and also a member of the community to really realize what we're doing, because as a corporation it takes an investment to do what we're doing, and you have to justify that. And the reality is, how can you not do it? It just consumes you. You know, how can you not jump on the bandwagon?
PECO's transformation is off to a great start, but the work has just begun. To get involved in our sustainability initiative, please contact Kathy Martinelli. Together, we can make PECO an industry leader, setting an example for all of our customers.